Morning, Suzanne Barron here, founder of Christ the True Light. A reading for Isaiah 14. Um, says Isaiah 14, the Lord will have compassion on Jacob. Once again, he will choose Israel and will settle them in their own land. Foreigners will join them and unite with the descendants of Jacob. Nations will take them and bring them to their own place, and Israel will take possession of the nations and make them male and female servants of the Lord's land. They will make captives of their captors and rule over their oppressors. What is holding us captive? A lot of stuff, right? We look at a lot of worldly things, okay? For mental health patients, you're oppressed. What is holding you oppressed? People? The things people in your life harming you? Paul said that we are not warring against flesh and blood. So when that person is warring against you, they are oppressing you. But there's something inside of that person that's really causing the oppression on you. These spirits drive us. They drive us. He said that we don't war against flesh and blood, but principalities and spiritual powers, principalities in the heavenly realms. In the heavenly realms. Okay, where are the heavenly realms? Well, one is out here, and the other one is inside of you. He was called up to the third heaven one time. He said, I know a man, whether in body or spirit, I don't know, was called up to the third heaven. He was talking about himself. Everyone speculates that he was talking about himself. I speculate the same thing. He was talking about himself. He said that he saw things that he was not permitted to talk about. Third heaven. That's the third heaven. And I believe what he saw was extraterrestrial. And that's why he couldn't speak about it, because it would confuse us. Now, when I say extraterrestrial, am I talking about green aliens? Not necessarily, I'm not. What I'm talking about is spiritual aliens, okay? Like in the book of Enoch, the spirits were not inside of Earth. They came to Earth. There's just a lot of speculation there, but But I speculate that he saw something extraterrestrial. Now, I want you to look at space for a second. Stop looking here on what you see here. Look further out. Something has created all of that. Something has created all of that. It's beautiful, isn't it? What makes our planet blue? When you look at a globe, what causes our planet to be blue? Water. Water causes our planet to be blue. Now, if you look at Jupiter, what color is Jupiter? If you don't know the answer to this, you're going to probably say, most people will say, she's kind of like a khaki tan color with reddish, brownish streaks and a big red spot. That's what most people will say. That was what color Jupiter was a few years ago. Do you know what color Jupiter is now? She's blue. Google it yourselves. Jupiter is turning blue. What causes a planet to be blue? Water. Earth has these things called sprites. They're like auroras. They're like energetic blue, red. They're energy sprites. I'm not a scientist, okay? All right, but they're flashes of energy up in the atmosphere, above the storm clouds, okay? And astronauts have caught images of Earth's, while they're in space, of Earth's sprites and auroras and energy flowing through above the atmosphere. Earth. They are witnessing that happen on Jupiter right now. He said it. He said he will create a new earth and a new heavens. The former will not even be thought of anymore. If God had ever done this before in the past, before Earth, if he had ever done it, how could we know that? There's no possible way for us to know that. Speculating that all these planets out here had some form of life. Science is trying to figure that answer out, but they'll never really know it. When Earth is gone and Jupiter is the new Earth, just would those life forms on Jupiter ever know about Earth? No. Google it. Spirits are real. They're real. And they are what's causing the oppression in our world. They drive the humans to the state that we are in. To the state that we are in with technology, AI, all of it. All of it. Mental health, pharmaceuticals, cosmetic testing, science testing, medicine testing on animals, our food industry. We have been driven, Illuminati, to this state. Darkness, though. On the day the Lord gives you relief from your suffering and turmoil and from the harsh labor forced on you, you will take up this taunt against the king of Babylon. How the oppressors have come to an end, how his fury has ended. The Lord has broken the rod of the wicked, the rod, hook that, because I talk about a rod often. The rod, the powerful stick, has broken the rod of the wicked, the scepter of the rulers, with an anger struck down, which in anger struck down peoples with unceasing blows, and in fury subdued nations with relentless aggression. All the lands are at rest and at peace. They break into singing. Even the junipers and the cedars of Lebanon gloat over you and say, now that you have been laid low, no one comes to cut us down. The realm of the dead below is all astir to meet you at your coming. It rouses the spirits of the departed to greet you. All those who are leaders in the world, it makes them rise from their thrones. All those who were kings over the nations. These are dead ancestors. Dead ancestors. Spirits. Spirits. Demons and angels, right? That's all we think about when we think about spirits. We think about demons and angels. Well, who are those demons and angels? Where did they come from? They're spirits, right? They're our ancestors. The realm of the dead below is all astir to meet you at your coming. It rouses the spirits of the departed to greet you. All those who were leaders in the world, it makes them rise from their thrones. All those who were kings over the nations, ancestors, whether good or bad, ancestors. They will all respond. They will say to you, you also have become weak as we are. Weak as we are. So then these would be bad. You also have become weak as we are. You have become like us. Like us. All your pomp has been brought down to the grave, along with the noise of your harps. Maggots are spread out beneath you, and worms cover you. That don't sound very good, does it? How you have fallen from heaven, morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth, you who once laid low the nations. You said in your heart, I will ascend to the heavens. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. Say that Jesus said, I saw Satan fall from heaven, and they call Satan the morning star. That's what they say. You have said in your heart, I will ascend to the heavens. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit enthroned on the Mount of Assembly, on the utmost heights of Mount Zaphon. So if he has a throne, that makes him a king. I will ascend above the tops of the clouds. Okay, yeah, it's Satan. I will ascend above the tops of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. So he has a throne, though, of his own. I will raise my throne. That makes him a king. Bow down and worship me, he told Jesus. Worship me. But you are brought down to the realm of the dead, to the depths of the pits. Those who see you stare at you. They ponder your fate. Is this the man who shook the earth and the kingdoms trembled? The man who made the world a wilderness, who overthrew its cities and would not let his captives go home? Would not let his captives go home. All the kings of the nations lie state, would not let his captives go home. I will harden Pharaoh's heart, would not let them go. I will harden Pharaoh's heart, wouldn't let the Israelites go, the captive ones. All the kings of the nations lie in state, each in his own tomb. But you are cast out of your tomb like a rejected branch. That branch? I'm the vine, you're the branches, you're rejected. You are covered with the slain. Covered with the slain? So it's poetic. Those who have slain are covering you. You have their blood on you. With those pierced by the sword, those who descended to the stones of the pit, like a corpse trampling underfoot. If you are one of those people in the world who's just now, and I don't even know how to say this, if you're just now seeing my face and you are living a life of sin, hear the words to this. Just hear the poetic words and how awful it is. Like a corpse trampled underfoot. You will not join them in burial, for you have destroyed your land and killed your people. Let the offspring of the wicked never be mentioned again. You would be an offspring of the viper. Prepare a place to slaughter his children for the sins of their ancestors, the spirits that live in us, that sin, that man of sin, the members of the body of sin. Cut it off, pluck it out. Each thing that Jesus told you to pluck out was a spirit. It was an ancestor. It was sin. It was a demon. They are not to rise to inherit the land and cover the earth with their cities. I will rise up against them, declares the Lord Almighty. I will wipe out Babylon's name and survivors, her offspring and descendants, declares the Lord. I will turn her into a place for owls and into swampland. I will sweep her with the broom of destruction, declares the Lord Almighty. The Lord Almighty has sworn, surely as I have planned, so it will be. And as I have purposed, so it will happen. I will crush the Assyrian in my land, and on my mountain, I will trample him down. His yoke will be taken from my people, and his burden removed from their shoulders. This is the plan determined for the whole world. This is the hand stretched out over all nations. For the Lord Almighty has purposed, and he will thwart him. And who can thwart him? His hand is stretched out, and who can turn it back? This prophecy came in the year King Uzziah died. The prophecy against the Philistines. This is a new section. This prophecy came in the year King Uzziah died. Do not rejoice over the Philistines. I'm sorry. Do not rejoice, all you Philistines, that the rod that struck you is broken. From the root of that snake will bring up a viper. I talk about a viper all the time. Its fruit will be darting, venomous serpent. The poorest of the people will find pasture, and the needy will lie down in safety. But your root I will destroy by famine. It will slay your survivors. Wail, you gate! Howl, you city! Melt away, all you Philistines! A cloud of smoke comes from the north. There is not a straggler in its ranks, and there is not a straggler in its ranks. What answer shall be given to the envoys of that nation? The Lord has established Zion, and in her his afflicted people will find refuge. Please share this message. Thank you.